Hey everyone, in this video we'll be discussing about basic Unix command. We'll also be executing them on Ubuntu terminal to see the result produced by these commands. We'll start with the command uname. Uname is used to print the system information. Let's see how it works. Ubuntu is based on Linux and so is the output. Moving on to our next command, which is who am I. This command is used to print the information about the users who are currently logged into the system. We can see that currently only one user is logged in to the system. You can also see the time of login. Our next command is date. It prints the current date with time. The format it follows is printing weekday, followed by month, followed by date, followed by time, followed by time zone, followed by year. Moving on to our next command, which is excalc. This command opens an inbuilt scientific calculator on the screen. We can see that the calculator has been opened. We need to close the calculator in order to continue with the terminal. Our next command is pwd, which prints the present working directory. Currently, we are working in the directory named Vinath. What if we want to see all the files in the directory? ls is a command to list all the files in the current working directory. You can see some files and folders in different colors. Actually, these colors have some specific meaning. All the names in white color represent regular and ordinary files. Those in blue represent directories. Those in green are executable files. And those in red are compressed files. Switching directory is done by the command cd, which stands for change directory. Let's say we want to move to the directory named downloads. We just have to type cd followed by downloads. We can see that we have moved to the folder downloads. Make sure you type the directory name as it appears. Terminal is case sensitive. For moving back, we just need to type cd space dot dot. We are back to the directory named Vinath. Make sure you don't miss out the space between cd and the two dots, or else the command won't work. Our next command is cd space /. This command takes us to the root directory. All other directories fall under this root directory. We can see that the home directory is also listed in the root directory. To move back to the Vinod directory, first type cd space home, then type cd space Vinod. Now we are back to our initial directory. Moving on to our next command, which is make directory. For making a directory, you have a command called mkdir. For making a directory named movies, we just have to type mkdir space movies. To check whether the directory is created or not, just type ls. We can see that the movies folder is created. What if we want to remove the directory? We have a command named rmdir to remove a directory. For removing a directory, just type rmdir space the directory name, which is movies here. To ensure that the movies directory is removed or not, just type ls and check. We can see that the movies directory has been removed. The rmdir command is used to remove those directories which are empty. It fails to delete any directory which contains files or folders. To remove a file, we have a command named rm. Say we want to remove the file name text.sh. For removing the file, we just have to type rm space text dot sh. We can see that the file name text.sh has been removed, and this is a soft link of that. Our next command is an extension of previous one, which is ls space hyphen "l". This displays all the files with their permissions. Let's type hyphen space ls space hyphen "l". We can see that all the files are listed with its permissions. That is, the read, write, and execute permission for user, group, and others. Let's take an example for a particular file. Let's type ls space hyphen "l" space win.tcl. We can see that the file win.tcl has user group permission, has only read and execute permission. The group has read and execute permission, and the others as well have read and execute permission. What if we want to change the permission of the file? For changing the permission of the file, just type chmod 777 and the file name win.tcl. This changes the permission of the file win.tcl. To check whether the permission is changed or not, just type ls space hyphen "l" space the file name. We can see that all the users, group, and others have got read, write, and execute permission in all. At the end, we have another command which helps us to deal with all other commands. This is the man command. The man command space any command name, say pwd, will tell us how to use the command as well as the purpose of the command. Thank you for watching this video.